Who's ready for the best goddamn podcast that are live? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony, and today I have Patty Power and the Hoosier Aaron in the house today. We're going to get right to it. And on this, what is it, Wednesday, June 4th? How you guys doing? What's going on?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Apparently we're rich.
We're rich.
Again.
We're rich again. Yes, as you can see on the thumbnail, it's a numbers game. There's an article that came out that we're going to talk about. It came out from Bloomberg, and it's a paid article. Someone paid for it, but I paid for it just to take it out, take a look at it. But going to talk about the valuation. Got some stuff on Carney. Got some stuff that we're gonna that Parkinson said about the team already. I think it's to put some cold water on. Put some cold water on some of the money they might be putting out there. And also the TST is in 48 minutes. Aaron, is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
48 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. We're just gonna
second match. First match was good.
First match was good. Yes. Yeah. 3-1 was it? 3-1?
Yes. 3-1.
2. One. No, one.
No, it was one. It was 3-1. It was
Yeah.
two goals from Jake Hyde, and George Boyd got the winner in TST time. So
I was watching a little bit this morning. I was watching McAfee there too, but it's good to see everybody. Yeah, 3 o'clock shows seem to be doing well for everybody right now, which is great. But anyways, thanks for coming. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already, because where are we going? 3,000 by the start of the next season, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and then 50,001. But yes, let's dive into this article. It's a numbers game. Patty's crunched some numbers about the championship sides, but in Bloomberg today, it did come out that. I got to put in the Hollywood BS there. Robin and Ryan, are considering selling a stake for a valuation up to $350 million pounds, which is $475 million dollars. There you go. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge. The club is working with an investment bank advisors to canvass demand for potential investors. According to the people who asked, not to be identified, discussing this confidential information.
Yeah, don't say who I am, because I'm telling you shit I'm not supposed to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna blow everyone's skirt up right now. It was me. I'm the one. I did it. It was me. So what say you guys? Let's dive into it. Let's have this. Let's kick these tires. Let's see what's going on. Those are staggering numbers, but if we want to get to the Prem, and I don't not see this being true or not. What do you think?
I'm sure it makes sense. We all kind of knew that when we got to the championship, we'd be looking for investment, and sounds like they're looking for investment. And I think what is big about what's the number is what's big. That's the story. Because it's so. That's a prim team number. You know what I mean? That's maybe not a big prim team, but that's a prim team number. So that's really interesting. There's some other things that they talked about in the article too that we can get to about what they expected to make this past year and what they were thinking they're going to revenues for this coming season were going to be too. So
before we hit that though, it was only last week that numbers, some people were saying, oh, Wrexham is not worth 150 million. That valuation is crazy. They're making up numbers again. Blah, blah, blah. People being jealous of our high valuation. That's why this kind of, it surprises me in one way, but then it kind of doesn't in another. With all the hype that's out there, I'm sure some people would be willing to put in an investment at that sort of range, hoping that we make the Prem in the next 3 years. Now, especially as Aaron already alluded to, if the numbers keep stacking up over the next couple of years, we will be a force to actually drive ourselves into the Premiership, whether we do a bounce or not. We can actually make it in an auto promotion spot if these numbers keep going up the way they have been. Maybe it won't continue. Who knows? But we can talk over some of the numbers as we read down through the article.
What do we think they would have to give up for that £350 million valuation? Because the Allen family came in 30 million, right? 30 M's, is that correct? 30, 40? No, what did they come in at?
Well, honestly, I don't remember.
Yeah, we're not quite sure exactly what they came in at because you don't know how much they actually paid for it. But the way that valuation is working is that 350 million sterling for $75 is the entire. That's 100%.
Right.
That's how it's valued. Now, this is what's also going to happen is the stories are going to come out now tomorrow. Rob and Ryan are selling up money and leaving. That's what's going to come out now. All these little hype stories, instead of actually what is likely here is that they're looking for a smaller percent of that, maybe 50 million injection to help with some of the training costs, training center costs that they want to build next, and maybe some war chest to actually get out of the championship. But if you're looking at 50 million sterling, that's 15%.
Yeah. So that's in the article too. I just saw it right here. So they bought the club for £2 million and £2 million in 2021. Since the club profile is obviously raised significantly, they're talking about the documentary, blah, 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 act, all this stuff. Earlier this year, Wrexham valuation hit roughly £100 million after the Allen family from New York acquired nearly 15% stake. The internal talks are focused on how to raise capital to help Wrexham compete in the EFL Championship, the division which has just been promoted. So they're trying to explain that too. The new valuation, and I'll give it back to you guys there too, around $75 million, that is, would make easily Wrexham the most expensive team in the championship. Sheffield United FC, which just missed out on promotion to the Premier League, was recently bought by US consortium at a valuation of roughly £111 million. So we are playing in a pool that I think Welsh Techie said it last night when he was 6 to midnight in the tub, that we're kind of like, oh, how are we here? It's almost like, wow, look at us. Look at the numbers we're throwing on. And you almost can't believe it. But I think the more we believe it, the better we're gonna be.
It's a big number. It really is, and based on the incomes that we're aware of, it is a huge number. However, I think the difference is if you look at the valuation for Sheffield United, they're pretty much a stagnant team.
Yes.
You know, their revenue growth is not going to change very much. For them, it's simply, this is what it is, this is what it's valued at, and you have this percentage shot at getting into the Prem. Now, whatever percentage that is, that depends on your risk factor and what you believe can be done with the club. Whereas at the moment, we are on an upwards trajectory with all our revenues, with all our incomes. And over the next 2-3 years, if those incomes keep growing up, we're going to be able to fight with the top end teams on our own back, with our own money, without loans. And that's one of the big problems with other teams, is when they buy them, they generally have to finance their shot at the Prem themselves. They have to put in money on debt purely to bulk up the team, not through revenue, because they can't wait. They're not making enough money compared to what they're spending. Whereas we're in a potentially different situation here. You could sit on your investment for the next 3 years and let the revenues make the team better and better every season as we buy in more players until we can eventually compete for an automatic spot. Which, as I say, I think is 2 to 3 years. We can be actively targeting it. Now, it'll always be hard because of the parachute payments coming down from the Prem, but we will be in amongst them for those top 2, which means we will likely be in the playoffs almost every season.
Yeah, we're there or thereabouts.
Thereabouts,
yeah. There.
But we'll get a shot at the playoff side, and maybe with a great season, we can actually get an auto.
I think Wayne said good paper talk for attracting Premier League players. I do. And Tess says, as long as Rob and Ryan keep 51%, I'm happy. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I mean, but Aaron, I think we need, always in life, I think in anything, you try to stretch a little bit. Like even if you want to buy a bigger house, you stretch a little bit. You want to buy a car, you stretch a little bit, things like that. I think that's where we're at. I mean, that's my mantra with Ann and I always do. Like, just try to stretch just that little bit to make yourself uncomfortable. And that's what we try to do in our lives. I'm wondering if they're going to do that here. Obviously, this is just numbers and everything needs to fall into place. But I think that's where we're headed with all the stuff coming out. Stretching just that little bit to be uncomfortable and see how it goes. I think we did this last season too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. Here's the big question. Will they be able to get somebody to come in at that valuation? We don't know.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, they may not want to come in that high. Like I said in the article, the Allens came in and it was valued around 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it said they bought in 15%. So I assume that means they spent $15 million or 50 million. I'm not sure if it was pounds or dollars when it stated that, but whatever it was,
$100 million.
pound. Okay. So whichever it is, either way, 100 million. So it was valued at 100. They came in at 15%. That's easy. It's 15. They spent 15, whatever.
15.
So they got in early, you know. So now, I mean, sure, it's going to go up. Now, would the price triple just in a promotion to the championship? Maybe not. I don't know. That's the interesting. Are they just are they where are they getting that valuation from? Are they saying, okay, because of the opportunity at the Prem, this is why we think it should be this high, and they're going to have to convince somebody to come in at that rate. And maybe somebody doesn't want to come in at that rate, but maybe they'll come in at 250. Maybe they're starting high and saying, well, we'll work down if we can get the right people in. And maybe somebody comes in at 250 and buys 15 or 20%, and you still get 40 million pounds or whatever. That's a good investment in the club. I mean,
well, what do you done that, guys? What do you think about the new people on the board, that have come in, guys that Ryan had worked with about, and that Rob had worked with? Do you think that, is part of this whole process, that they're doing to get this, like Thayer coming in, who's worked it more better, and then I don't know the other guy's name, but he's definitely I don't want to say helped Ryan. Him and Ryan are partners, and they've built an empire basically about branding and things like that. Not a lot of other clubs have that. I mean, you have JJ Watt out there as well, but I don't know. I think that maybe come into this play here. What are the strategy?
It is exactly. It's a finance play. Simple as that. These guys came in with the marketing, the promotion, and driving the revenues. And this is where the difference is with ourselves. Now, the Allens came in last season, and they came in at a valuation roughly 100 million, we're saying. So since then, we have come into the championship. So we've gone up another level. We've had the promotion. And people were saying immediately, oh, we're now worth 150 million because of that promotion. And we are knocking now on the door of the Prem if we can get up to the top of this league. So that is a huge carrot there because the revenues just go sky high. But why it's a finance play for me and pushing the marketing and everything else is because of the sustainability side. As I previously mentioned, it's you can come in and join this, and we're not going to be begging you for loans and more money in order to compete. When you come in with this money, what that money is going to do is it's going to supercharge the team, and it's going to give us a championship-ready team to fight now, not to fight in 3 years. We're going to start that process this year. So aiming as high as you can get and hoping for a playoff spot year one, that's supercharging the team if they do it. If they get that 50 million in.
Yeah, you make a great point, Patty, because you heard when Rob was on with on MIB, and he said, it'll take 5 years. Well, how do we get to 3 years? How do we get to 2 years? Shrinking that. That's exactly what you're saying. Sorry to cut you off there too. I thought that you're hitting that. They're hitting my head is spinning because they're trying to shorten that time.
Yeah, but that's exactly the point. If you get a 50 million investment, another 15%. So they've given away 30% roughly of the club. Then they're holding 70%. And that 50 million is not enough to get you to the Prem right now, unless we get lucky. But it is enough to start it on a serious 3-year plan that you're telling these guys our incomes are going to be up at 80, 90 million a year in 3 years' time. Look at the growth we're achieving. And we're planning on making it into the Prem in 3 years. It's a realistic target.
Well, so when you're making an evaluation, you're gonna look at the revenues that the club's bringing in, and it says in the article, if you read down a little further, it states that they expect this upcoming season will be making somewhere around 50 million pounds.
Increased revenue from broadcasting, sponsorship, publicity ties, and stars owner, blah, 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 right? Is that right? Is that what they are?
So so I think a lot of times when you evaluate a business, you'd say, okay, you take your revenue times 5 years worth.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would put us at, if it's 50, that'd put us at 250.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so maybe they think we'll make a little more than that, or
by the way,
they're banking on the thought, okay, if we get promoted within that 5 year, that brings up on the back end, then it's more than 250. So the base would be 250, and then but they're banking on it could be higher. Maybe that's where they're getting that valuation from. So it's not that outlandish, really.
Yeah, and they're not using that. They're not using that to sell. Using that to hedge and to go use, leverage. I guess you could say leverage, but not
kind of, yeah.
Right, to go and Steve Martin's having a madness right now. Real quick, just sorry before I go, I just got distracted. I apologize, guys. Steve Martin's having a madness, and oh shit, that's not what I want to do. He 10, 20, 25. I don't know how many is this, guys. 10, 50. He's 30, just a lot. Steve Martin.
All heard of him.
Yeah,
all heard of him.
Yeah, hold on. 10, 5. Thank you for the local pundit memberships, and get those memberships because we do have membership content that will be coming that we are going to be doing this summer. We are going to put out this summer. So make sure you get those memberships up and use them because we're transitioning to the summer to some membership content.
We might. Now I got to double check and clear with it, so I'm going to do this on the fly. I have talked to him a little bit. I got to clear it with Josh, but maybe Saturday night we may do a members only watch along to one of the MLS games. So more to come on that. I'll be sure to let everybody know in the Discord.
Yeah.
So members only stuff coming, guys.
Members only stuff is coming. We got to go. We're going to do it. Yep. And by the way, Steve hates Gray. Sorry, Patty. He hates Gray. There's no other reason he hates Gray. No other reason he just hates Gray. But there you go. Sorry, Patty, you were going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say this is exactly what they have done so far. If you consider it. So they came in on their own. They bought the club. They knew they'd have to invest. They put in their own money and built up some debt in the club owed to them, which became roughly 15 million. Then the Allen family came in, made their investment at League One level, cleared the debt, which basically took out what was owed to the club by the supercharging done by Rob and Ryan. And
Can I ask you a question about 15 million, Patty? So they put in 2. How did they get back 15? Was that loans? How did that?
That was just loans. Yeah,
just loans.
Just loans that they
business loans.
Well, business loans from their companies into it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah. Whether it's a direct loan as a owner shareholder doesn't really matter. But it was owed to come back, so they wanted the money back. It was just interest payments they were getting on top, which is somewhat standard. But of course, if it went wrong, they're on the hook for the 15 million. They're not getting the money back. So, so then the Allen family came in, paid off that debt, cleared it out so that we're now at even, took out the debts. That basically supercharged the club at League One level. We continued doing what we were doing. Now we're in the Championship, and now immediately we're going for the next level. So whatever amount of money they're looking to raise, if they can do it at that valuation, 15% of the club that they give away will get them roughly 50 million. Now,
I don't think we're going to this like baby deer, like we don't know how to walk. I think there's people, now at the end of the day, quoting Humphrey, right? We still need to win football matches, right? So, but I don't think we're going into this where it's like baby deer, like we don't know what we're doing. I genuinely don't think that. I don't.
No, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Ryan trying to buy the Ottawa Senators? With other hedge funds and stuff. So he's been involved in all of this. He's been looking at all of these deals. He knows how it works. And they have always said it right from the very start. They're staying away from the football side of it. The football side of it will manage itself as far as they're concerned. Bring in people to deal with that. And they are pushing everything else, all the revenue, all the income, all the marketing. And it's a marketing and revenue play. Now they're getting the investors at a high level, and then they're going to go again.
I think that they've been saying that since day one. We don't know anything about the football side, and what we know about this side. That's a really good point. It's a really good point. Hey, Emma.
So just for a second, while I just thought of it, then okay, let's go to the next level. So what happens then if in 3 years' time, let's say, we do get up to the Prem, we're earning decent revenue, we get up, we get all the TV money, and then they also decide, well, now it's time for another 15%. What's the value of the club if we do get into the Prem? And then maybe they're supercharging another 100 million on top of what they're getting from the Prem, and they're actively having a go at staying up. They don't want to come back down. They don't want to yo-yo.
Sustainability. Yeah.
Well, sustainability. Now they own roughly 55% of the club, and they maybe can stay hanging around the Prem at least for a couple of years until they get unlucky or whatever, and keep growing.
You look at a club like Southampton that just came back down; they go up and down and things like that. Leeds, such a huge club, and it's very. Steve Barton still having a madness. Steve, thank you, Steve. Yeah, just 10, 5, 10. Absolute effing legend. Just absolutely just going at it. I don't know, Aaron. What do you think of that? What do you think of what are you talking about?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, once we get in the Premier League, then the valuation, then it just skyrockets really, because you're looking at over 100 million pounds in TV revenue per year, and that's before anything else. And we know if there's anything this club's good at, it's at marketing, and and they will all our deals with our sponsorship deals and all that's going to go through the roof, and I'm sure it's going to go through the roof this season.
Championship is close enough now. Now we're in the league. We're not in the biggest, but we're in a big league.
Here's the thing, as far as attendances go, it's in the top 5, I think, in Europe.
Well, it's the best. I think it's the best league in the world. I definitely do.
As far as watching, pleasing on the eye, fun to watch. Yeah. I agree. But it's just, as far as attendances go, it is a top 5 in Europe league. That's with the likes of the Bundesliga and La Liga and the Eredivisie and the Serie A. So this is a big league.
I think it's the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower, like you get it from both ends. But everyone says that jump up from League One to the Championship is a huge jump. It's a huge jump in other ways where it's like, holy crap! Now it's the real deal. Like now we're there. The names that we're about is absolutely awesome.
It is a big jump, but the fact that teams have done it back to back from League One straight up shows it's not impossible.
Yes.
And if you look at the numbers for last season, the amount of points you needed to make the playoffs was ridiculously low. So that then puts out a lot of teams that can actively make it into the playoffs. Once you're in the playoffs, you have that shot at the gold, and you can do it from 6th place. Now, that causes other problems because when you get up there, you're not ready and you're almost certain to come back down. But again, that's for another day to worry about. But it shows it can be done, and it shows we can compete. So if you look at how we have grown from the National League, League 5, then to League 2, League 1, and we've got this growth, especially in America. What's going to happen now that we're in the Championship? And we're in a league that's known to a lot of casual people. And certainly a lot of casual people will have started to have heard about the teams we're playing in this league as well. Like the growth is going to be significant from this league up.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. It's gonna be exciting, dude. I'm just ready. I'm ready to spend their money. That's what I'm ready to. I'm ready to spend other people's money. Who was that? Steve Barton, super chat. Let me go. Got away from me. Stupid. I learned how to use a computer. Oh, here we go. Steve, when does Brandon start at the Wrexham Academy? You know, you never know. Never know. He is getting ready to start. He's got tryouts for one of our local academies here on Monday, so he's excited about that. Zayden already started there the other day, so and yeah, I think he's excited. That'll be fun. So thanks for asking. But yeah, we'll see. We'll get him over to Wrexham when he's ready. All right. Was there anything else in the article you wanted to hit on?
Yeah. So let's have a quick read here. Okay. So reading from the article now for a second. The team's next results are expected to be 30 million to 40 million for its season in League One. Wrexham expects sales of about 50 million in the Championship thanks to increased revenue. Now, I will say that's a little low because that doesn't really make any accounting for our natural increased growth ourselves. It only really adds to TV money. So potentially that could be higher in the Championship as well. If it's unclear if Wrexham will be able to convince investors to buy in at such an increased valuation. Talks are at an early stage. No final decisions have been taken. A spokesperson for Wrexham declined to comment at this stage. The club not only needs capital to add new talent to compete in the Championship, often seen as one of the hardest leagues, but also funds for a new 7,000-seater stand, which will boost its capacity. Well, yeah, we all kind of know about that. But the reason I went to that is if you look at the low end, for 50 million in the Championship. This season, or last season, sorry, with the accounts that came out, we spent about 40% of our revenue on income and on wages. So I just want to show this. This is a rough idea of this season's payroll, and for the Championship, the top 12. So if we had 50 million income, and we spent roughly 40% on our wages, that's 20 million, which would put us halfway up this table. And that's without going crazy, because teams in this league are spending 80%, 90%, 110% of their revenues on wages. But just keeping it at a rough level that we're already at 40%, we're already in around the top 6. For Championship teams, without going ridiculous.
I would expect that to rise this year. I would think we'll get closer to that 65% range. It seems like this year. I think that's a good range to operate at. I could see that going up. I think it'll need to be competitive. I don't think here's the other thing too. I don't think they want to. They don't want to just come in and be mid-table. They want a challenge. Like, they've said it. They've been very clear about it. You know what I mean?
Well, but that is not mid-table. That is challenging. That is like top 6 is challenging for playoffs.
That's true. It
is. Now they can go higher. Again, I'm keeping it at 40%. But if you change that to 60%, then we could be near 30 million. So it's potentially doable. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. Yep.
You're good.
Sorry. Oh, man. Sorry, I missed the show. You guys go. I'm just going to sit here and just...
No, you're good.
Yeah, we just read the last bit of the article, and we're talking about the revenue streams a little bit again. So I was saying there that with the expected revenues coming in and the value of 40% to wages, which we have at the moment, if we kept that, we can afford about 20 million on wages, which puts us around the top 6. So that is playoff kind of consideration there for what we're able to do with our wages and our team. So we definitely have the power to come in and at least challenge for the playoffs if we get the right team in.
That's interesting. By the way, in the chat's going, there's all new names there. Jack of all trades. Thank you, Steve from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Of course, that's awesome. All are welcome. And then another one here, Alberto Zapata. That's awesome. I mean, yeah. And then this is a new one too. Dougal Cup run would be fantastic. Absolutely. I think you're new. Looks great there too. Penny, you have a little chart in the background too for everybody as well. Is that right?
We just showed it. We just showed it
while you're gone. Yeah. I'll just show you.
Yeah.
This is the chart I was saying for the payroll distribution in Championship. And with roughly 20 million, which we can easily afford with the revenues due to be coming in, you're in around the top 6. and that is playoff area. Now we could do more. We could give more than 40% of our revenue if we really want to push. So we could be up in the top 4.
What are people saying? And this is kind of like irrelevant. What are people saying? We're gonna. I know Matt did something as well, like from Race Course was like early predictions, and there was like another people that do early predictions. But like as of right now, we're mid-table to bottom, but yeah, I don't know where everyone's thinking it, but where I think we're at, but we can't be judged on that. But I'm looking at all these numbers. I'm like, we're going to go for this. I'm telling you, we're going to go for this. I'm not saying we're going to go up next year, but we're going to go for this. We're going to go for this. 100%. This is Parky's redemption tour. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for it. I agree. I think they've been very clear, and they've never that's the thing too. And they've always been that way. And they've never said that they weren't going to go for it in any of the seasons.
Yeah.
They've been very clear. We're gonna put the money in that we think it takes.
Yep. And that's what I say too. Like Scott says, if you're new to the chat, can you say where you're watching from? Yes, it's great to global. Let everyone know where you're watching from too. That's the thing too. I know it's kind of maybe this is gonna sound like I'm being kind of an asshole. Again, Rob, Patty's like, of course you are. Like the Americans think they can just buy their way or make this happen. It's not like the English Premier League, the Prem and the EFL have been around forever, and it's not this easy way of getting about doing it, But first you have to start with belief, right? Then you got to live in fear, and you got to go after the fear and go after it too. But they're always like, well, why can't we do it? Like, why can't we do it? Now, granted, and that I think is the mentality, and I think the rest of the world is like, well, you're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? If they couldn't do it, how can you do it? But I think they're trying to block out that noise as best as possible, put us in the best position to do that, which I completely respect. Now, I work in the film industry. It's a fucking nightmare. And I think if you don't have that belief that you can do something, you're going to get shut down. And I think that's where it comes to where the rest of the world's like, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But to this point, they've done everything right to the point where they got us promoted. Yes, we had a couple setbacks, but they're still trying to drive forward in that and cut out all the noise. I think that's where we're at right now. And Patty said it earlier. They're making a lot of good moves behind the scenes, and they're like on, and they're letting the football do its talking on the field.
Yeah. Good comment here from Luke. I want to throw up.
Yeah, Luke.
Cardiff went down with 21 million. That was in wages on the graphic I just put up. Like the amount of money you spend on wages is not the be all and end all. You can get it wrong. But for anyone who isn't kind of aware, the reason Championship eat up teams is because the longer you stay there and don't get promoted, the higher your wage bill just keeps getting. Because you get better players, and they're higher value. So the longer you're there, wages are expected by the new players coming in, and you can get yourself in this horrible spiral that the wages just keep increasing. The difference with us and other teams is we can afford those wages. A lot of those teams just allow their 40% wages to become 50%, then 60%, then 70%, and then they're in trouble. Because they can't afford to do anything. And then they got a ton of loans, they got a ton of debt, and they're just making loads of mistakes. And just because you're paying huge wages doesn't mean you're getting value for those wages. And the longer you're there, the bigger your contracts have to be to convince people, well, you've been sitting in Championship for 6 years, convince me you're going to get to the Prem.
Yeah.
You can't. Okay, well, throw money at me. You know what I mean? That's what happens. And it just gets bigger and bigger. But at the moment, we can afford it.
Yeah.
So I just did a little calculation just for fun. So if we went with 40% and did the 20 million, so we spent 20 million on the squad, and then I know this isn't exactly right, but it was the easiest way to do it. I divided that by 25 because we got 25 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
That comes out to 800,000. And then you divide that by 52 weeks. It comes out to 15,384 pounds per week on average that we could pay our 25-man squad.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that's average. Now, from what we know from what we've been told, our highest player right now that we're paying is J-Rod on 15, and he's
15.
on 15. That's our highest paid player.
We know that for a fact. I mean, I'm not saying
we don't know that for a fact, but we don't know anything.
That was the rumor.
Fact.
Yeah,
but that was the rumor. We brought him in for 15.
Yeah.
Plus
so
or minus.
So you've just wrote that. Basically, you bring everything up to that level. On average. Now you're going to have some on 30. You're going to have some on less than 15 too. So
one thing you need to take note too on transfer fees, you can pay those in installments. They most likely will be paying those in installments.
Yep.
If it's a $2 million, let's say it's a $2 million fee, make it easy, right? You can pay you $500,000 up front. It's going to be $500,000 next year, $1 million after that, whatever. Those installments. So it's not like they're shelling out 2 M's right off the bat. So the installments, the banks will want to do that too, to spread it out through the calendar year, so they're not getting hit on taxes and like that. So we probably want to wait till at least if we sign someone today. We probably will wait till June 30th, or sorry, January 1st, because it'll switch that calendar year, or switch the quarters and things like that. So I think those are things that are going to happen as well. And don't quote me on that, but I, just learning about what's been going on with pay scales and things like that. I think that's
that's what a good accountant is for. And it's vastly more important for all these teams that are running on debt and can't afford it. They have to balance their liquidity and be able to pay on a week-by-week basis. Maybe, but Sheffield Wednesday, that's news that came out today. They've just been hammered for not paying their players and staff.
Oh, God.
So they're in trouble. But yeah, they're positions you can get yourself into. We're lucky enough to have kind of decent revenues, so we shouldn't have any of those kind of issues at the moment. But that is the other thing actually as well, as to why clubs get themselves in trouble, because the longer we sit in the championship, the more players we're going to get. We're going to start paying more transfer fees, and those transfer fees will build up year on year, because even if we pay them off in one chunk, you still have to divide them down as accounting purposes, but they build up. They cascade on top of each other once you've been sitting there for 3 or 4 years, because you're making the last payment from ones this year, 3 years from now, and then ones from year 2, ones from year 3. They will all build up and increase your wages and other revenues, suck out your revenues as well. So over time, that happens.
If you're going to relate this back, and I'm going to go back to the film industry, right? Everyone thinks they have the greatest movie of all time, right? I wrote the script. I'm going to make this movie. This is the equation that, like, what Ryan and Rob see. Like, you can have the greatest TV show ever, right? But it all comes down to the numbers. In our case, it's about football. It's like we got to win football games and go out and have the best team in the world, right? But at the end of the day, you're running a business. So if you're going to make a $10 million movie, what you're going to get no money back? What's the return on that? So there's a balance. Like, you can have the best film that you think you can make, but at the end of the day, it's about money. It's about incentives and things like that. And there's kind of a balance here between the entertainment industry and also with what we're doing here. It's like it's a business. Is my point of that. It's an absolute business, and how do you make it profitable? But also you want to make it good. Sometimes shitty movies make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes shitty clubs make a lot of money. And they sustain themselves in certain leagues. So it's very interesting. Now that I'm looking at this in a different perspective, in a different prism, it's very interesting to see how this is going down. Oh, God. C. Barton says, if we make the playoffs, Josh and I will shave our eyebrows. No, I will not. No. No. Sorry, Steve. You're solo on that one. I love you, brother. But no. And Texas says, is it August? Yes, because he's still in the bathtub. But Polymath says he will, which is great. All right, what do we have next? We just want to beat this down, but do you want to hit on this a little bit more? Do we have anything else, or what are the next things we could talk about? But yes, our Wrexham now, our powerhouse. I'm going to just say it flat out: fucking yes.
Yes. That's it. So we've got the TST. It starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I just found
according to YouTube.
Found it live now.
So we got that going on. That was exciting. I don't know how many people watched the game this morning. We won 3-1. What were your thoughts, Patty? You watched it, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched the second half and then the extra time afterwards. It was fun. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. It's a shame some of the players weren't a little bit closer linked to Wrexham this season. They have a few players there that are kind of just a mix. But yeah, it's good. It was nice to see Tozer in there, and a few others, obviously.
Is Mark there? I didn't see. Is Mark Howard there?
No, Mark's not there.
He's not there. Okay.
Howard, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, he's not there.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, yeah.
The goalie was really good. He saved their ass a few times. He had some nice saves.
I'll tell you what, the other team's goalie was really good too. He saved a ton of shots.
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoy it. I think the TST, it's fun for what it is. It's not regular football, but God, it's fun. It's just it's neat. It's exciting.
Summer. What are we gonna do? Watch hockey?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding. I'm gonna be totally creamed on that one. I like hockey. I'm actually gonna watch the game tonight. Decky, hot tub time is she? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so there's a comment there. Esteban. So now some of them aren't associated with the club at all, actually. Including the goalkeeper. He's I think he plays in Colorado. I think he's on the USL team currently. I'm not sure. It's Colorado. I can't think of the name of the team, but yeah, go.
Can I just pause you right there? Speaking of Colorado, did you see Bigfoot in Colorado? I put it on my Instagram, my personal one.
Dude, listen. I am all for real. Bigfoot is real. I'm all for it.
Did you see it though?
This one was fake as shit.
No,
it wasn't even good. It wasn't even a good attempt.
What are you?
It was a really bad attempt.
No, was he wearing a watch this time?
I could find that suit on Amazon.
I have the suit. I think I put Annie in the suit, but that looked good.
That wasn't a good one.
Okay,
that wasn't a good one.
So if Addy, you got to go see it if you haven't already. They had a great Bigfoot shot, like 100 yards out. He goes like this, boom, like this, like that. It was a good one. And you're like, why is it not AI? Because it's real. That looks real. Happy Camp 2. We're writing the story. All comes back. All come alive. It's all good. I'm doing it right now. I got the laptop out. Where's my laptop? And here we go. We're going back up to Happy Camp. There was a Bigfoot sighting in Colorado, and we're going back up. I love it. Bigfoot rolling. Yes. You didn't think it was real?
Have you guys seen the AI generated? I've seen these last few days. You get these AI generated videos where they're just like they'll make up something, and it'll be like people from the Middle Ages talking, and they're just telling you about their day. It's kind of silly. I just started seeing them. Like they just started because some of this AI is like really good. Well, I saw one the other day. You started talking about Bigfoot. I saw one with Bigfoot. I saw Bigfoot, and it was he was talking about living in the woods and shit. It was funny as
Aaron, you are drunk. That was a good Bigfoot sighting. I'm just telling you right now.
That was not a good one, man. I promise you, I've seen some good ones, and that wasn't. I've seen some great ones.
I don't know, Patty. Can I get some help here? Or are we just gonna just
not at all? No, I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
Patty's all out with Bigfoot. Patty's all out on Bigfoot.
I was looking for a
hat. I'd go hunt one with you if you want. I'll shoot one.
You do not want to shoot, but you don't want it though.
I'll tell you what, if you shoot a Bigfoot, you better kill it. Bitch.
No. Okay. Okay. Go on my TAVERN Productions. Okay. You can see it up there. I've actually put up there. There is a woman who talks about if you kill a Bigfoot, it's like killing a person, and they travel through time. And you're she's full of malarkey. I'm telling you.
I know, but she's okay. There's some crazies out there. All right, I'm all for Bigfoot. Okay,
there's some crazies.
Don't start telling me that that they're aliens and they can travel through space and time, and they just walk through. They just appear and then disappear.
Okay, this
show's really gone off the rails. This show's gone off the rails.
Okay. Go on my TAVERN Productions, okay? Go find it on YouTube. There are 2 unreleased movies on there. Go to the one that is like 2009, about halfway through the film. There's a woman out there who talks about Bigfoot, and she's talking about how they travel through time. And if you kill a Bigfoot, it's like killing a person. And now, little mentions. Yeah. Just go check it out. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just saying. Just watch it. The freaking dude. No, it's not, Ted.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you. It's not even a good suit. It's not even a good suit.
Okay. The boys on FID. Now, would you agree with me? Sometimes they talk some real nonsense. Yeah.
I have no.
Yeah, you don't watch anybody yet, Aaron. Occasionally they talk some.
Occasionally. Some,
They won an award. We are never winning an award.
No, we're not. No. Although that show last night with topless Techie was awesome.
A good show.
That was award worthy. That was award-winning. That was some award-winning stuff.
What are the tenets of the local pundit? I'll tell you right now. If you don't know, 1, shoot the rehearsal. 2, entertainment. All right, entertainment, and then football is always there too. That's what we want here too.
Okay, in the chat, are you entertained?
Yeah.
Come on. Votes in the chat. Are you entertained?
Yeah. Yeah. Not now, boys. I like that. Well, I love FID.
They're great. Yeah. We're not. This is not a shot at FID. It's more of a shot at us.
Yeah. You know who we are? Shout out to Rob. We are the Always Sunny in Philadelphia of Wrexham podcast.
That checks out.
We're never going to win a fucking award
with it. No.
We're here to have fun. Right? There we go.
Yeah.
I love it. Monthly informant. Yes, there you go.
Infotainment. Yeah.
Infotainment. There you go. That's what we are. We are the Always Sunny in Philadelphia of the community, which is great. I love it.
Yeah.
And you're the Emerald Pundit now. Is that right, Patty? Is that right?
Yeah, I don't quite get that.
I don't know. Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Irish thing. I don't know.
No. Off there too. I know I'm gonna do it. We have
the Emerald Arlo. Yeah, I was wondering if that was the link.
Yeah, there you go. I just dropped it in the chat here too.
Yeah.
You are right. Couple things I want to get to. There's a Tom Kearney consideration thing that we're going to talk about. Tom Kearney. Kearney? Am I saying it right?
I think Kearney.
Yeah, Kearney.
Yeah.
Kearney.
Is considering a lucrative Wrexham offers Fulham announced the contract decision. That's one thing I want to get to. Let's switch a little bit of transfer news. And another one I want to get to too as well, to talk about Ben Davies' urge to reject move to Wrexham, says stay at Tottenham Hotspur from the fuck's this guy's name? Sorry, I'm swearing. I apologize. My mother-in-law and my mother would be so pissed at me. Tony Pulis believes that Ben Davies should reject the move to Wrexham and stay in the Premier League as long as possible. Well, if you're not playing, why are you going to stay in the Premier League? He says to Ben Davies, I'd say that you should stay as high as you can for as long as you can. He played quite regularly at the Spurs this last year, and he's still in the national team and doing exceptionally well for them. I think Craig Bellamy relies on him quite a bit. That's the national team coach, and his experience. So it wouldn't be in too much of a rush to jump out of the Prem at the moment. Maybe one day, but not this year.
Hey,
take on
Techie's behalf. I'll tell Tony Pulis to suck one. Okay, get out of here, Tony. Nobody asked you. I mean, obviously somebody did ask him for his opinion, but we didn't need to hear it. We ain't got time for that negativity. Okay,
yeah.
we're getting Davies here. We're getting Davies here.
Is that your number one guy?
No, I don't. Not my number one. There's others.
Yeah,
but it'd be awesome if we got him. I'd be all for it.
Yeah, by the TST does start in 1 minute.
Techie, don't let him talk you into it. You stop. Dream big. Dream big, Techie.
He didn't want him last night.
He's just nervous. He's nervous.
Aaron, please go shirtless and run around the forest. You'll be spotted as big. I mean, just because of the beard. If you believe in Bigfoot, I some imagine it being for you. I do believe in it. I've seen things.
True story. Okay. A week ago in my town, okay, we had some guy here that was a Bigfoot hunter.
Yep.
And he had a show at our local theater, and I guess was having like a town hall meeting or something with everybody. Like people went. I didn't go, but so I don't know what they actually talked about. Apparently, this guy's a famous Bigfoot hunter or whatever.
I bet you I
remember what his name was.
I bet you if you tell me, I bet you I bet him.
I don't know. This one was I'd never heard of this guy, and I do dabble in the Bigfoot, and I'd never heard of this guy. So the game is getting ready to start. They are going through the rules right now.
7v7, 20-minute halves, no offside throw-ins. Every match ends in target score time. I don't understand the rules, but it is
target score time. Let me explain target score time. Okay, so target score time is so today our game, the team we were playing against. We were winning 2-1 going into target. Once the end of regular time, that you play 42 20-minute halves, and at the end of that, whatever the score is, so it's 2-1. Okay, so they add a goal to the team that's in the lead, and they say that's the target score. So the first team to get to, so this morning was the first team to get to 3 goals wins. So all we had to do was score 1 because we were in the lead. But if they would have scored 2 goals before we scored our 1, they would have won. So as the first team, they basically set that goal, and then the first team to get to that number wins.
Mm-hmm.
It's really exciting. And then every 3 minutes, they drop a player off of each team.
Yeah. So
you get down, and so I think today we got down to 4v4.
We got to 3v3.
Was it 3-3? Okay.
It was 3 in the end, yeah.
3-3, okay. Right at the end. All right.
Starting lineup at goalkeeper Abe Rodriguez, Aaron James, James Chester, Mark Albrighton, George Boyd, Liam McAladen, and Jack Hyde. And Mark Albrighton is from Leicester City. I thought yeah. Just out there too. What else? So, just Patty, what are your thoughts on this Ben Davies thing? Do you gonna tell Pulis to shut up, or do you think he should come? Is he one of your targets you like, or no?
I don't mind him coming. I don't think we should pay ridiculous money for him yet. It's still first season in Championship. I don't want him to go absolutely crazy and smash all the wage structure to pieces in one season. You know, now if they're experienced Prem players and like they legitimately deserve higher wages, okay, fair enough. You know, but you should be able to justify it to the rest of the team without them demanding ridiculous money.
I like that too. Pulis is Wrexham Bournemouth will be a Premier League fixture in 2 years. I think so. Oh, they're wearing the gold kit, Patty. How'd you know?
Patty's dressed for the occasion.
How many?
I like it.
In the chat, how many times did we wear the gold kit this season? How many times do you? I want to know, because I don't know. I'm going to say it's no more than 4.
We did it more than that. I think we did it more than that. We wore it just a few times on away games.
I don't think so. I'm thinking no more than 4.
But we wore it. We wore it a lot in the cups too, I think. Didn't we go? No.
No, in the cups we had the red one. And
we were red with black shorts. Red and black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's 4. Someone, chat GPT, Google that shit there too. And okay, so the Tom Kearney thing. Don't break. Sorry, not Tom Kearney. Yeah, the Ben Davies thing. Moving on to the Tom Kearney thing. So Tom Kearney is also one guy we're looking at. He also plays for. He's been linked with us at Fulham. You guys mentioned that they had 3 guys on a call. Is this true?
No. That was a discussion.
No. Okay, fine. All right, fair enough. Do you like the Tom Kearney if he's coming in about 3 or no?
I think it'd be a great signing for us. I think he'd immediately. I mean, that's the type of guy that steps in immediately. He's the best player on the team.
Good head of lettuce too.
But I think right now we're gonna have a few of those. I think we're gonna get a few players in, and as soon as they walk in, immediately they're gonna be the best player on the team. Just because we're going up levels. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. It's difficult going up. Nobody's ever done what we've done. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever gone up 3 consecutive seasons. You know. And so you've got players with us that were literally with us in the National League, and we're heading in, and we're taking them into the Championship. So some of these players just aren't going to be good enough, and that's not their fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it's not like if you're good enough, you're old enough. You just might not be good enough. Hey,
it is what it is, and you're. And some of them are young enough that I think they're going to be able to make that step, and they're going to get better. But some of them are, 30 years old or older, and they're not going to be, they are what they are. You know what I mean? And
They are who they say they are. Was the quote?
Yeah, and it's just so it's going to take some time. And I've seen a few, a lot of people have mentioned it. It's going to take 3 or 4 windows probably to get the squad turned over to get it right. So I don't necessarily think we'll put money in this season, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to do so much.
Yeah,
where we're really
not in one window.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it in the summer. I think it's going to take probably at least 3.
I think
next summer.
I think we're going to make the playoffs. That's what my early prediction. I just said there. But Luke says, "You think we need to bother buying championship level players?" Yes. What do you get from Premier League? Yes. I think both. Both.
You can't afford Prem only.
No, unless it's a loan of some sort, right, guys?
Right. Yeah.
Currently, Darling is my favorite. That's who I want right now. I want Darling. Darling.
Oh, Darling. Yeah, Swansea. Yeah. That's a good player.
Perfect age profile, defensive.
Everything about him. Everything about him. Yeah, he's got everything. 24, 25, whatever he is.
25, yeah.
Yeah, he's just him and the Luton guy. You guys, Mick, whatever the hell is that? McNugget.
McGuinness is that's my favorite. I like him because he's more of an in between. He can go forward, but also he's 6'4" and he can hit everything and kick everything and defend like crazy.
Yeah,
I think he's a little more. I think he's a little more of a complete package as compared to Darling. Where Darling, I think, is definitely better going forward though than McGuinness. But I think McGuinness is kind of that in between that I think just is the perfect fit for us.
To Patty's point, we don't want to break the bank on a defender, or do we? I don't know, but someone we could take into the Premier League too. Leap and Sarah, thank you for the $5 super chat. You have to do that. Just TST. We're watching on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Yes, yes, on YouTube. 4 minutes in, it is 0-0. We've got the ball heading into their half. We got a chance. Cross goal.
Oh,
Wrexham scores. What a goal!
Aaron James.
Who is that? I'm trying. Is it Hyde again? I can't tell who that
Aaron
is.
James.
Oh, gotcha. Aaron James. Gotcha. Do you have sound? I turned the sound off because I.
Yeah, it's sound.
Okay, I can't hear good. Yeah, I switched the sound off. So.
Wow.
That was a nice cut in.
That's a great. I thought he was going to cross it. I didn't realize he was going for goal.
That was tight.
That's a tight angle. It's a real tight angle.
Hell of an angle.
Hey, real quick, our keeper, you said he's a good keeper. He is not tall for a keeper, but those are not.
No, he's not. No.
He's not. You know what's interesting about that, Patty? Mm-hmm. That goal is a small goal. And I don't know if you saw Aaron miss his goal against his son. Aaron would still miss that goal.
I would not. Right? I would not be good at the TST.
Great goal. Great goal. Aaron, you'd still miss that goal. Is Aaron James related to Matty James? I don't think so.
No.
What a weird names. If we don't progress, I'm hoping for a tobacco be drunken monkey final. Yeah. What's the connection that we have Albright on here too?
Nothing.
Some of them have none. Some of them do have none.
Yeah. He's.
We're going again. Nope.
Should we stop the news show and just watch the game a little bit? Did we miss anything? I did drop it in the chat for people to come in.
Anything else that we need? I don't think there was anything else we needed to cover. Just worked out. We just turned it into watch along. Do a watch along.
Yeah, a little bit that. And by the way, the non-award winning.
This is what it is.
That was a great shout.
We will win no trophy, win no awards here.
We will win no awards here. Ken is in the background, but he's actually working. I see him down there. He said, "Don't fucking bring me in. I'm doing real work, loser."
Esteban, I think it's a lot of just guys are friends, and I'm sure George Boyd probably asked a couple buddies. Maybe he's buddies with some of them and said, "Hey, why don't you come play with us?" It was. I mean, they're it is what it is. You got some older guys that have played Prim. Oh, here we go. Played Prim ball.
What's the background on George Boyd?
George Boyd, he definitely played it. Did he play for Wrexham? Techie, did he play at Wrexham? Boyd?
Yeah.
He definitely played. I think he played at Shrewsbury. He played. I'll look him up. Let me just.
He's got good lettuce though. Yeah, we're just gonna sit and hang out for a little bit too. I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Come on, boys.
I did find out he's 39. I did find out, or I heard today. I saw it. I assume it's correct. He's one of the. He's the leading scorer in this tournament of all time. All time, George Boyd is, because it's only been going 3 years, and he's played for us 3 years. He's been our best player all 3 years. Or well, this is the third season for it.
What is that? That's a 5G pitch there,
I assume so. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That keeper is short. Jesus.
Okay, so, let's see. All right, so he played at. No, I guess no. I don't think he played at Wrexham.
Women play tomorrow, by the way, too. I just thought
He might be from. Maybe let's see. No, he's from Chatham. So he's from Chatham. He played at Stevenage Borough, Peterborough United from 2007 2013, Nottingham Forest 2010, Hull City 2013.
This is
Burnley.
Boyd?
Yes, Burnley 2014 to 2017. Chef Wednesday 2017 to 2019. Back to Peterborough 19 and 20. And then at Salford 20 and 21, and then he's playing at Withenshaw Town right now. So it just says 23 to present. So yeah, he's a experienced guy. He's been around. He's done some things.
It is cool to see just see this getting a little. This is like summer stuff. We did watch alongs last year for it too, but it's cool just to see this a different tournament. Summertime, people getting out there. It's not that packed, obviously. I like it playing at night. How hot is it out there right now?
It's got to be hot. North Carolina. It's got to be hot.
North Carolina.
Yeah, I know they mentioned the wind earlier. They said it felt good because the wind started blowing on the in the earlier game, so it must have been pretty warm.
Yeah, Patty, is it humid by you in the summertime or not?
No, not usually.
Yeah. Have you guys been keeping up with the progress of the pitch installation? No, I haven't. That pissed me off. I'm not interested in it anymore after getting dinged for it. So I'm not doing it anymore. Not interested. Not doing it.
Not doing it.
Not doing it. Not interested. I'm sure it's going great.
Gosh, I'm getting attacked. Here, we'll say hi. There you go, sweetie. There you go. Oh, thank you. Say hi.
Hey, bud. Oh, you're a puppy.
Oh gosh.
Did you see more managers have gotten the sack again in the championship?
Yes.
Someone just hired too, right? Yeah. Right? Brett Patty, did someone just get hired, guys?
Yes, Liam Manning just got hired. Scored again.
Hey now.
George Boyd scores 2-0. 2-0 to the Wrexham.
They're all over them.
These guys are terrible.
Well, that's good for us.
These guys stink. Bournemouth are in the mud.
Yeah, the keeper should have been waiting for that. There's our CEO.
Oh, there he is. There he is. He's making the rounds, huh? Oh, slippage.
Yeah, so there's 8 teams with a brand new manager now so far, and there's 2 other teams that might lose their manager.
I think it's 9 now. I think it's 9 now, Patty, because of.
Who am I missing?
Someone got hired today. Someone got hired today.
Maybe it's 8 because he got hired. Liam Manning, I think, got hired at Norwich. He left Bristol City.
Yeah, I'm still counting that as a change, though.
Okay, so you're kind of. I heard on one of the shows, one of the second tier podcast said there was 9 with the one that left today.
Okay, so tell me the one that I'm missing.
That was
if you can.
That's Middlesbrough's Middlesbrough. Fired their coach.
So I got Middlesbrough, Hull, Bristol City, Queen's Park Rangers, Southampton, West Brom, Watford, and Norwich have all changed their managers.
Yeah.
So I don't know of a ninth.
Teo, yes. Williamson is at the game, and I think Sean Harvey's at the game also. I saw pictures of Williamson earlier.
He was on this screen just a minute ago.
But Williamson was okay. I was looking at my phone when you guys said it. I wasn't sure if it was him or Harvey. Sean Harvey's supposed to be there too. So I'm looking at the chat on the. Oh, she's got some thunder. Must have a little thunderstorm coming in.
I gotta shut this down if there's thunder. That means lightning. By the way, don't yell. I'll mute. I'm gonna have some chips. I'll mute myself 1 second.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Oh my Lord.
Oh, you're not muted.
Now, see, this is where we're not getting any awards. It is a little disappointing. We've got Ben Tozer on the team, but we're not allowed to do long. We're not allowed to throw in.
Not do throws.
It's a waste. It's a waste.
Has he played yet? I don't think he's gone.
Yeah, he played. He played earlier.
Yeah, he played.
I don't know if he's played in this game. He did play earlier.
He was in the last one, yeah.
Dark russets, by the way, Esteban. These are from Trader Joe's. These are good.
I haven't tried those.
They're good. They're summertime stuff.
Are they just plain, like just chips?
They're chips, but they got some weight to them. My father-in-law likes them. He'll eat a whole freaking bag.
I like kettle cooked. Nice heavy bite to them, crispy.
Yep.
I guess those are now okay. So in the UK, they would call those crisps, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, and chips are French fries, what we call French fries, right?
Yeah.
Free kick here. Tozer's holding with Paul Mullins right in the edge of the box.
Miss it.
Oh,
that was a nice one.
Nice.
That was a nice one. Good save. Got to it.
Yeah, if he was 6'5", I'd take him.
He would have missed it, actually.
And
would just have gone out.
Patty, you know who else would have missed that? Aaron. Yeah.
You know who wouldn't have missed it? You know who wouldn't have missed it? Brandon.
Brandon would not have missed
that. Brandon would have buried that.
Talk about him in a second here. Nikki D, it's on TST. It is on YouTube. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on right now. It's live on the TST channel. Wrexham versus Bournemouth. We're playing Bournemouth.
Bournemouth?
Yeah. Somebody said Esteban says Tozer's on the pitch. I didn't see it.
Oh, good ball on top. Nope. Aaron, you been there?
No, I wanted to go. You know what? I was going to go this year. I've already used. Here's my problem. I've already used all my vacation time this year.
Okay.
So I didn't have the free days to go. But and then also I was looking. When we first started looking, I was like, it was expensive. I mean, of course, me when I go, it's not just me. You know, if it was just me, it wouldn't be a big deal. But taking all the kids want to go, and so if we're going to go all the way down there, like we'd go for the weekend. We'd go for the weekend, and it was going to be like, I mean, a couple $100 per person.
Well,
you know, for the weekend, basically, I think. And I was like, yeah.
That becomes a lot of money.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
No. Oh, it adds up. It adds up. Everything, it adds up.
Yeah, I mean, and then on top of, like, I could have got the time off at work, but I wouldn't have got paid for it. And that's where it was like, when you do it, put it all together, it's kind of, it's really
number 12.
expensive.
Wide open game here.
Yeah.
Oh, that keeper, boy.
Oh,
he's playing out of his mind.
Question, guys.
Here we go.
I don't know. Oh,
yes.
Their keepers stink.
These guys.
What's the difference between our keeper and their keeper?
These guys stink.
You know who could have saved that? Ken.
Me.
Ken could have saved that.
Zayden would have saved it. Zayden would have saved it for sure.
Zayden would have saved that.
He'd have wiped that guy out.
I don't know where that our keeper's from, but he has that South American flair. He does everything dramatically.
Yeah. Let me look him up. What was his name? Do you remember?
Abe Rodriguez, I think.
Abe Rodriguez. Okay.
Yep. Hey, Luke, do you think we're going to get rid of Luke Bolton at some point?
Surely. Even if they pay him off, he's gonna go.
He's got to go, right?
He needs to go for his, even for himself, he needs to go get some first team game time. Like, he should be playing. He's good enough to be playing in League Two. He should be playing.
Yeah, he's
You know
a good
what
player.
I mean? He should be playing. Or at least in the National League. I mean, he should absolutely be playing somewhere.
Yep. Callum Edwards.
Him just sitting there on our, in our backs, not even registered in our squad. Like, that's not doing his career.
I think Parky will have that conversation when he's like, "Hey, listen,
I agree.
Hey, you should go playing football." You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to go. So even if they pay him up, he needs to go.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. We're just hanging out watching the TST. We did a full news show. The non-award-winning Wrexham podcast, local pundit. Shit. As I say that, I can take a work call real quick. You guys got it?
Yeah, you're good, buddy. I'm trying to find Rodri. Is this him?
Hit
yes.
it. Oh.
So it says he's a free agent right now, Patty. He's 22. He's American. Let me look at his career.
Short.
Yeah. It doesn't say on in this. It doesn't say his size. So he's played. In 2023, he was on the Colorado Rapids, but he only played one game. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm trying not to. He played at Colorado Rapids for a couple years. Looks like he came up through there. Or no, he played for them. Okay, no, he played. Oh yeah, Colorado Rapids too. So looks like he was a youth player at Colorado. He also played for the Colorado Switchback. So probably, I assume he's from Colorado and just come up through that system. But he's a free agent right now. I'll tell you what, he's putting himself out there though.
Yeah.
It doesn't say his height. He can't be, but God, he's probably not even 6 foot, is he? Doesn't look it.
Doesn't look it. Yeah. Maybe 185.
Yeah, it's tough when you're not a big keeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That height. I mean, he's perfect for this. Small goal, so it doesn't really necessarily matter.
Nice. Come on, boys. Nice.
Oh, hit it.
Oh, yeah. Go.
Yeah. Oh. Damn it, that was Boyd. I thought it was gonna be 4.
Should have taken one more touch and walked it.
Oh man, I thought he scored that one. I wonder if the keeper got a foot to that a little bit. Because it looked like he tried to go between his legs. Oh man, that's the only thing. This thing's so quick; they don't really show replays. You know what?
Yeah.
Everything goes so quick you don't get to look at it again. But still cool. Yeah, so did Concafa win yeah. So I wonder if in our group we've got the teams we played today, and then we got Pat McAfee's team, Concafa. And so that'll be, I think that's the big game tomorrow. That one, I bet it's on ESPN. I'll have to see. But yeah, that's gonna be that'll be a fun one. Pat McAfee, I know some of the people in America, so a lot of the Americans will probably know who he is. He was a punter in the NFL. He played for the Indianapolis Colts, which is my local NFL team. But he actually grew up playing soccer, and I guess he was actually a high level soccer player. But because there's just not a lot of opportunities as much here, I guess he had gone over to Europe and played some tournament stuff. Like he was on, I think he was on the USA under 18s or something before he decided to go for college. Hey, Ken, what's up, buddy?
Okay, I'm jumping in. I have been working away here in the background. It's halftime, obviously 3-0. I'm loving the show, boys. But there's a few criticisms about being award winning.
We're not.
We're not. Our lack of skill in that regard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we're
So
you think we deserve awards?
Now, what kind of awards are we going for here?
A Razzie?
I don't even know what that is.
No, that's like a file. Or surely we could get one of those MTV awards where they just give away the popcorn. They give it to anybody who they think they like at the time.
There you go. Oh shoot.
So no. Well, how are you, boys?
Good.
Well, I hope this is a bit of a preview to our season if we're going to do things like this to Bournemouth.
Yeah, battering.
Wouldn't that be
These
nice?
guys. Yeah, great. I mean, they're
And so we're worth 800 million now, I hear in the news.
Yeah.
not quite, but we're getting there.
Yep.
We're getting there. About halfway there.
We will be next season.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, wild stuff. What did you read that article, Kim? Did you see that?
I didn't even read the article. I listened to you boys. I went out. I played 9 holes of golf very early this morning. I hopped in the car. A notification came up. I had the audio on driving home, and I was listening to 3 excellent people on YouTube this morning.
Where were you listening to? Wasn't us.
So no, very interesting, and I think you pretty much nailed it. I thought with your take on value how they value a company, like you were mentioning that, Aaron. And in this sort of level, it definitely is 5 times for not a very good company. It's normally 3 times, but for some a company on the way up, 5 times.
Yeah. I figured that's probably about what they were shooting for. It's interesting because I know in the article it said that they expect our revenue this season to be in the region of 50 million.
And Paddy hit on that could be a bit low, and I think that's right, Paddy. I think
might be. Yeah, it could be
with everything else that's going to go on. Plus, with the introduction of the local pundit as the official YouTube channel for the Waterboy.
Yeah, for the Waterboy.
I see they're about to start the second half. So basically, whatever it ends at, that the leading team.
So when we finish this 20 minutes, whatever the score is, so let's say it ends 3-0, they would set the target score for 4. So the first team to score 4 goals would win, and so that would mean we just need 1 goal, and they would need 4.
Imagine
so that's how it works.
The poor keeper's getting rinsed.
Oh, he is too. He is.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking for 6-0 here.
And Aaron, I thought they were a bit harsh on you. I reckon even you could score against this keeper.
I mean, maybe against this keeper. If I can put it on frame, I can score. If I can get it on frame, I can score.
So funny. Oh, there's Williamson.
Yeah, Williamson's there. I haven't seen Harvey yet. He's supposed to be there, but maybe he's not. Yep. Maybe we got some deals coming up and he couldn't make it. Maybe some transfer business.
I think so.
Probably coming. I did look that up. I looked up last season. We announced Okonkwo. That was our first signing. Was Okonkwo. We announced him on June 22nd.
Yeah, so I was being very optimistic. I was being very optimistic with June 9, but I just want something early. That's the optimist in me.
Yeah, I know, me too. We all do. Well, it sucks when you're watching all the other clubs sign people, and it's like, well, come on, do something. Let's go.
You know what though? Like with the printer system last season, I would love them to do one big announcement of our first 3 players, and they're all huge. They're all big names.
Well, here we go. You know what they could do? Instead of HP, they could do like a meta quest. So, the VR type announcement and someone coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Marie from SoCal coming in hot. Williamson's there to sell Palmer to an MLS team.
Jeez, Marie, you're cold.
What if Ollie's watching this show? For all we know, Ollie Palmer could be watching this show, and you just broke his heart, Marie.
Yeah, Marie.
You should feel. You
crushed awful. His dreams.
Poor Ollie. I like Ollie Palmer. You know what? I think
he's a cool guy.
I like him. I think he got a lot more stick last year than he deserved because I think he showed up in better shape than we've ever seen him before. I think he worked his tail off. He just didn't score goals. That was the problem. And as a striker, you need to be scoring goals too. So he was a big part of the first half of our season. Like he was at one point, I looked at it, I remember because people were complaining, it was like December, and he was leading our team in defensive headers. Like, it was unreal, it's just crazy. But that just showed what he was doing and what Parkey was asking him to do. And so I think he got a lot of stick last year. It was a little bit unfair, but I also don't think I don't think he's somebody you want to be taking into the championship.
And I see all the rumors that I put out into the ether about Kanya Fujimoto being seriously injured has made Birmingham go cold on him. So now we're ready to swoop in.
Yes. Let's get him. We can get him on the cheap. Get him on the cheap. That's what I say.
Yeah. Aaron and I gave Josh the preview. We watched him after the show yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Paddy was probably sleeping because I know. What time is it for you now, Paddy?
2:30 a.m.
2:30 in the morning. Yeah, wow.
Paddy's dedicated.
Yeah, I was just thinking there. Someone mentioned using the VR.
Oh.
I'll held back.
I'm about 10 seconds ahead of you guys.
Yeah. If you were to do like player announcements and someone mentioned using the VR headset, what would be really cool is if they did the VR headset and started showing you around the inside of the new cop.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Like if you show
They
it
absolutely should do that, Paddy.
That would be cool. And
they could do that now.
Yeah, I know. But each announcement could be like a 10-minute clip, and maybe have them walking in around it in the new shop.
Go into the dressing room,
changing rooms,
jersey hanging up.
Yeah,
Paddy, we should be in the marketing team.
Yeah, and you could have one of the main players doing it each time, and then he finds a player. So like he goes into the gym, and there's our new player. He's working out or something. Do this kind of wandering around, and occasionally he just finds a new player hanging out somewhere.
Parkey handing him his jersey.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. That'd be cool.
And then we can go the other way. When we're getting rid of players, Parkey could be letting them go.
But like, think of the other branding as well. Not only are you using like the VR goggles, you could set up all our other partners in different parts of the ground and stuff.
Yeah, and well, any player we're letting go, we can it'll be like they're hopping on a plane and flying away. Who else?
Have you guys seen any rumors for a possible new shirt sponsor?
No,
I have not.
I know Matt from Race Courts has mentioned it. I think he's heard that we're changing, but he won't let on what he's heard. So I don't know. I didn't know if anybody else had heard. I haven't. So Matt, if you're hiding out there and you're around, you can go ahead and let us know.
We won't tell anybody.
Secret. Yeah, we won't tell nobody. Just drop it in the chat. But no, I think he heard that we were getting. I just think he's not sure if we're actually changing or not, so he didn't want to say.
Here's my early tip for the first team in relegation for Championship this year. Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They could be in trouble this season. Yeah.
But you know what? I tell you what, Matt today on his show went through the predictions from last season, and he had mine because I had posted mine on his comment. And I said the same thing about Reading last season.
Reading
is they're going to have all these issues, and so I expected them to go down, and I mean, look what they did. So you just never know
Reading what they did.
Yeah,
they gave it a real run.
Yeah. And we don't even know what Wednesday are going to get yet. I mean, they've been charged, but they haven't, so we don't know.
Well, I know what their staff aren't getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting paid. But we don't know if they're getting, we don't know if it'll be a.
So how's that non-playing staff? Like, imagine if you're I don't know, working in the reception.
Yeah.
and you're on,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
$1,200 a week or something.
Yeah.
They got
Working in
$700
clubs.
a month.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know. I guess I
How
don't
do you
know how
pay the
you
bill?
allow a person. I think if you miss payments like that, like for any kind of experience, I can understand like things get crossed, you know, wires get crossed, and you didn't get money and you expected to get in, and you know, so you're short for, you know, a day or two. But if you're
Hey,
running a business, you got to know that you've got the money.
Here's a good one for you, Aaron. So that you call them gas stations over there in the States.
Yeah.
There's a gas station over here in Australia that had a problem with their payments.
Mm-hmm.
Someone fueled up their car the other day for $106 and got charged $14,200. It repeated the payment 100 and something times.
Oh wow!
And then another young girl had just gone into the shop and grabbed a drink for $5 and got charged, like, I think it was some stupid amount. But and of course the banks are saying it's going to take 7 days to get it back. But she was going overseas and she needed the money straight away.
Had a good chance there. Almost scored. Bournemouth's trying to break now.
What are we? 8 minutes in, yeah.
Good save. Yeah. Well, you know what happened? Me and Carrie had somehow we'd got our somebody had got our card information somehow and tried to spend like $250 or something on our debit card, and no, wasn't debit card. What am I talking about? They used a fake check. They got our bank account number. Listen to this. This is a wild story. They used a fake check.
What's your telly?
Oh,
Yes, George Floyd.
That's the goal of the tournament.
Nice.
Oh, what a dude. Big fan. George Floyd. He's kind of a big deal, isn't he?
Look at that. Scoop pass. Boom.
Were you on here when I said that earlier, King? Apparently, he's the leading scorer in the tournament's history.
I did hear you say it. Well, he's not got any problems here, is he?
Yeah, no doubt. He's keeping that going. That was unbelievable. What a show, man.
Nah.
I just rewound it and watched it back. That was incredible.
So now if it was full time,
here we go.
5.
Yeah. Right now it'd be 5.
As a minimum, it's going to be 5.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most any team has come back from so far.
5.
Team was winning 4-0, went into the extra time with a score of needing to get 5, and the other team scored 5.
What do you reckon the secrets are to these tactics here? You got to keep guys fresh for the.
Yeah, you just keep swapping people off. Yeah.
It's kind of that rolling system. Oh, good hit.
Did you hear that when they're talking about the rules before? Basically, the way they do the swapping is you have to be in a box beside the line to show that you're swapping on. Another player runs over and basically takes your spot. You can move on. Get it wrong and go on too early, you get a red card.
Yeah, I'm watching it now where they got guys standing there waiting to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's in the box there waiting. So
I'll tell you what, there's been some managers let go in the last couple of days, hasn't there?
Yeah, we were just talking about that literally.
We've now got 8.
That's crazy.
And there's talk of 2 more still. So I put up a couple of notes in the Discord earlier. I counted the amount of matches that managers have had with their current teams. And Parky himself has 220, which is 20% of all matches in the championship.
Wow.
Just him on his own.
So you're saying of the total number of matches that each coach has with their team,
with their current team,
current team, he's got. Okay, gotcha. I'm with you. I follow.
Because obviously Parky has 1,000, but he has 220 with us.
Right, 220 with us. Yeah.
So the eight new managers that have been swapped have 0.
Oh Lord. Up. Oh baby. That was just their keeper is bad. He's not good.
5-0.
The defense isn't really helping him though either.
No. Holy moly. Boy, we're
Someone says Ryan is by the tent. I don't know if that's real or not. Maybe he spotted the wrong person. Someone said he's there.
Yeah, I see that in the comments.
That was just too easy, that goal.
That was. It's way too easy. We'll take it. 5-0 currently.
So it'll be a new record if they come back against us.
Ooh.
Well, assuming they don't score in the next couple of 8 minutes.
They mightn't be finished yet. There's still 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Oh, didn't get it through. Oh! Keeper living dangerously there.
So where's this being played, Aaron?
Cary, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming, I see Wrexham Lagers coming up on the ads on
it just popped up now, yeah.
On the billboards on the side.
They've got it on their shorts too. Our boys got it on their shorts.
I might have to partake in one or two of those down here when they come down under.
There you go.
I'm sure they'll have it at the games.
Oh yeah, you'd think so. Surely.
But only one or two. Drink responsibly, people.
That's right.
Never underestimate something from Wrexham.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Hit it. Oh, now we're just having fun. He should have shot that.
Yeah, I think both sides probably just want this match to win.
Rolled it too slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So we've lost Josh, hey? He had to go. Was that work that he got called away for?
Yeah, I think he said it was a work call. He'll probably hop back in.
Oh, it's good to see him working anyway.
Yeah.
Besides the work he does here, of course.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time researching and.
That's right.
Yeah,
he does a lot of homework.
He really works really hard.
Mm.
We appreciate his effort.
We do appreciate Josh.
We do appreciate Josh. Josh is fun. Oh,
the main stars though just come on in and just say, "I'm ready," don't they? Done my hair and makeup and no green M&Ms.
There you go. Sweet. Oh wow, dude, Bournemouth. They
got a free kick here.
These guys stink. What are we doing here? We got somebody gonna shoot this? Got a 3-man wall. There you go. And puts it over the bar.
With the free kicks, with the smaller goal, it does make it hard to score off the free kick, like a straight shot.
Yeah. I noticed we've only had a 3-man wall both times. I wonder if that's a rule. If they make you're only allowed to have, you know what I mean? Because
with no offside, you've got to have a defender either side of that for a pass, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's 5 plus the keeper 6.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I like target score time when it starts going down and they bring the keeper off and they'll throw us like a striker in, but put a penny on him so he's allowed to touch the ball in the box, but also he just plays the ball up and attacks.
Especially when it gets down to like 4v4 and 3v3.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's what happened this morning.
He was outside the box then.
Oh, he's way outside the box. Oh, it's terrible. This guy can't do that. Kids these days.
Yellow card.
He's having a nightmare.
Oh, they've swapped. No, they've swapped the keeper.
Did they swap him?
Yeah, that's a different keeper.
He ain't no good either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wowzers. So it's not a
Jeez.
penalty. It's a free kick. Yeah, I guess it would be because he's outside the box. Yeah, of course. Duh.
Well, hopefully Wrexham can debunk my theory of it's hard to score off the free kick. Oh, I did.
Oh,
Just blasted it.
yeah. Right into the knees. That hurt. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I know I was talking about Ange Postecoglou the other day. There was actually a half-hour feature on him the other day here in Australia,
Was there?
which is on YouTube. It's actually a good watch if you want to know the history of him. Yeah, it just tells the history of his coaching career and his playing career, actually.
Yeah.
But Tottenham sounded like they want to get rid of him too.
Yeah.
Which is just blows my mind. But anyway, good luck
I
to them
mean,
all.
he got 17th in the league. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't do
17th
that.
in the Prem, and it's only his second season there.
But it's Tottenham. They can get top 5 with their eyes closed. It's Tottenham.
If they kept him,
Yeah.
he'd be back right up at the top this season.
If it was top 10, okay. You know what I mean? 17th, they were one spot above relegation.
Haven't won a trophy in 7 or 8 years, and he goes and wins a trophy for him. Though.
Yeah, well, it might have cost him his job. He might have been better off just focusing on the league. And you're muted.
Yeah.
You're muted. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's eating.
I switched to chips. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm back. I had to switch
You're
to
good.
chips.
Hey, you didn't miss anything other than us continue to batter them.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, I came in literally. I was just talking about how we could transform the channel into an award-winning channel.
Oh, why would we bother? Should we have a production meeting while we're here too? You're doing. When are we doing the shows? When are we doing the shows? The
Well,
member.
we're still live, boys.
Well, okay.
Okay, we let it all out of the bag for everybody.
Yeah,
Production.
we already did.
Yeah, we told him we got stuff covered.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You missed the goal of the tournament.
I was on the phone working.
Yeah, but it was unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Who hit it?
George Boyd.
Good boy. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was nasty. It's all I already posted on my Twitter if you want to see it.
Aaron, is it humid over there? Just out of curiosity.
Humid? A little bit. Not bad yet. It's not got bad yet, but a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
What's Wawa?
Wawa is
Wawa?
like 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patty, what time is it for you? You late?
250.
Oh fuck! You just sleep? No.
He's kind of like he's pot committed now. He's pot committed.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He's already in. You might as well stay for the game.
Producer Ann is over in Abu Dhabi. Wherever that
Well,
is.
if we're doing a production meeting now, ask the chat what teams they want up first.
Yeah, go. Production meeting starts right now. Get the blue notes out. Go.
Okay, so we're gonna do some shows about the teams in the championship. What teams do you want to see first?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat. We were going to do alphabetical order, but we'll let the fans choose.
Really? Yeah.
Or choose alphabetical order if you want that.
Patty, that was my bad idea, by the way. I was
It's going to
like,
be boring.
I've got the notepad. I'm
Okay.
ready to go.
here's me.
Techie wants silly hats.
Let's have a look at the teams. I'm going to bring the teams up.
How do you want to do this? Obviously, so we're going to chat GPT the teams. I used to do this
That's
called
not
five
true.
time. Yeah. On the but whatever way you want to do it, what team is the best last? Well, what is the actual? We're going to do history of the teams, the education of the team, of the club? Is that what we're going to do?
We're going to learn some history on the clubs. We're going to do some other bits and pieces. We were spitballing this back in production, back of house.
Yep.
Paddy came up with some ideas as well.
Review Stockport first. Oh, wait. There you go. Yeah.
Nah, wrong league. Sorry about it.
Ouch.
Those guys are in the mud.
John Harvey's there. Relegated teams first. What is the best way?
Well, we're not reviewing us, of course. So there's 23 teams to review. We're going to start with 3 the first week. Tell you what.
How about this? Do we need to do? Do they want us to do Charlton and Birmingham? Since we kind of know them, do you want us to do them?
Anyone but Birmingham.
Anyone but Birmingham.
I was going to say I'll do Swansea in the first week.
You want to do Swansea? All right, let's come up with the order right now. Let's do it.
Who do you want to do in the first week, boys?
Swansea.
Not you.
Swansea. How many are we doing? How many teams are we doing?
Well, we're doing 3 teams a week.
Okay.
Because that's enough that we can do a bit of a deep dive and still have some fun with it.
Okay.
Well,
behind the paywall.
Techie with a call back here. Can Bigfoot play CB? I mean, I feel like he could.
He might be a left back.
I mean, big. He's big. He's big. I bet he could. Good ahead.
Who do you want to do, Paddy?
Just looking.
Paul Kelly just put it right there too. Bottom to top from the standings. I kind of like that.
Yeah, but define standings, because some of them
were in the teams would be on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you do promoted teams
be on the top.
So you do the promote. So we'd be doing Charlton, Birmingham first,
and the lowest.
Charlton, Birmingham, and Hull.
And then Hull.
And the teams that came down would be the teams that we do.
Be the top 3.
Right.
The top 3.
Right. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so Charlton, Birmingham, Hull.
Do you want us to do Charlton? That's the question. Do you guys want us to do Charlton and Birmingham, or is that a waste of time? Since we've played.
I think there's still value in it.
I mean, I'm just asking the chat. I don't care either way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Pat, are you going to put together a picture book for us?
Do you want one?
Paddy with the graphics.
Yeah, the
Paddy's
graphics.
graphics for all time.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that what AI?
We're getting mixed reaction here. So we're saying we got not really. We know them. Yes, we need their history. Nope, screw them. Charlton, a waste of time. May as
this
well.
was a great idea. Let's throw it out.
There will be new for years. So it's 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Ken, you want to be award winning? This is what you do.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, is this what you do to be award winning?
Ted says a waste of time.
Eat chips.
Yeah.
And talk about Bigfoot. That's what you do. That's
free kick here. Right.
Who's taking it? Who we got?
It's going to be Albright.
Boy,
we are in. By the way, we are in target score time. So
we need to get 1 goal.
If we score, it's over. They've got to score 6.
Oh,
Paddy's out.
Oof.
Yeah, he's late for him. All right,
Paddy
so we're going to do the teams that come down, which will be the top last. The teams that have come up with us, those are going to be first. I'm going to go up through the championship until we get through 3 a week behind the paywall, right?
It's behind the paywall. This is for members only.
Members only. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so that means Preston, Derby, and Stoke are the second week.
Okay.
Followed by Oxford, Portsmouth, and QPR.
Yeah. Sorry, free pause.
Followed by Watford, Norwich, Sheffield, Wednesday. They might be getting paid by then, with any luck. Swansea, Middlesbrough, West Brom.
Yep.
Then Aaron's doing Millwall, and the rest of us will do Blackburn Rovers and Bristol.
Okay.
Then we've got Coventry, Sunderland. Coventry, Sheffield United. And then we have, last off, we have the Prem teams that got relegated, which was Ipswich, Leicester, and what was the other one, Aaron?
Who'd you say? Leicester, Ipswich, and
Leicester,
Southampton.
Southampton.
Sorry. Free pugs. Let me get back home and I'll see what I have up there, but I will definitely get you out a hat, whether it be green or black. So,
Slav, we will be looking at a range of things, including some rosters. As each week goes by, there'll probably be some transfers that we'll be able to do too.
yeah, we're not doing prediction shows. We're just not going to do it.
Hey, I was going to ask you too, since we're kind of just chatting. I was thinking about because I'm on Twitter all the time, so I'm constantly just tracking who's getting signed and stuff. But I didn't want to clutter up the our transfer news thing in our regular one where we talk about our what our transfer stuff is going to look like. So let's see if you wanted to add a channel on Discord, add a championship signing one where I could just throw in the signings that are getting confirmed to all the other teams, just so we can kind of keep track of if anybody's interested. You know what I mean? That way we don't clutter up ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Luke Paddy can't do Peterborough because they're still in League One.
Yeah, and they suck. But I'm tipped to get them up this year. Okay, so what would you call that? I can put it in the chat right now.
Just champ signings.
Signings,
yeah. Championship signings or whatever.
Okay, cool. I'll do it. Right
and then I'll
yes, there have been confirmed signings, Mad Al, already.
Yep. Yeah, there have been a handful, quite a few. Like 10 or 11 for sure.
Championship singings or signing?
Well, you can sing it if you want to, mate.
SIGGN. And then
This is post-production, guys.
Yeah.
Aaron telling Josh how to spell.
Well, it looks like singings to me. I don't know. All right, it's up there. Championship signings is in there now. Done.
Yeah, for singing, you got to flip the G in the end.
Okay, you're good. All right, it's in there. It's new. It's in there. Done.
Catch your heads.
I've got a lot more confidence in the future of our youth now that I know Aaron's kids are learning how to spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're smarter than I am.
Marie said, "Do we do adjustments? Adjustments for after all the signings are placed in? We're not going to be doing like a prediction. We're just going to be doing like a who are the because I know Red Horde does it. Yeah, like who are the clubs? And so Red Horde does the who are you? Go ahead. Go.
We are doing predictions. I have done a prediction
in the Discord
sheet. I put a link in the Discord, and a couple of people have done it.
Right.
But I'm going to do early and late predictions for the season. So feel free to do an early one now, and you can do another one later. And I'm going to just keep an eye on it and give everyone points.
Yeah, penalty, by the way, FYI.
Yes, Wayne, we're still going. You're probably pouring concrete.
Yeah, he's pouring a basketball court. This
and Wayne, are you which game are you coming to in Australia, Wayne? I need to know.
Look at the keeper. Why is he also? What's he doing? Keeper is way off to the left, to the right of your screen. Yeah. He's giving. He must know something I don't know. You moron. That was piss poor.
Boo.
That was piss poor.
That guy looks like me running across there.
Without hair.
No, he's running.
No, I meant that. No, I could run that fast.
Ken?
Yes, Josh.
But more importantly, did you watch the Bigfoot footage?
Jesus Christ.
You guys are kidding. You know, in Australia, the Bigfoot thing is called a Yeti. Same thing.
Yeah.
Different name.
Yeah.
But you guys are fair dinkum kidding yourselves. Seriously? If you're going to go hunting, Aaron, I want you to go hunting for Bigfoot. Shoot some guy in a Bigfoot suit.
I guarantee if I was out in the woods and something some idiot come walking through dressed like that, and I wasn't sure, he's getting shot.
So here's the deal. Have you ever listened to is this Bigfoot? Have you ever listened to who's the guy at night? Anyways,
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of his name.
Yeah. Look, that is Bigfoot. I'm sorry.
That is not Bigfoot. Dude.
That is not Bigfoot.
That's not even a good one. Like I said, that's not even a good one. Here's the thing. First things first. They're a nocturnal creature, Josh. Okay, that means they'll be out at night. All right. They're nocturnal, Josh. They're nocturnal. Get out of here.
I think it's Bigfoot.
Would they make a good center back, Aaron?
That question was posed earlier. I think they would. I mean,
oh
shit! They scored again. What are we doing?
Oh my God,
we're falling apart.
We're going. Get Parky out there.
Yeah,
I'll find it. It's what is it? I know what this is. I saved it here. Okay, hold on. Well, that's not, I went on my YouTube page. I'm like, who are those guys? Why are they on our channel? It's us. I'm like, I literally was like, who are those guys? I'll find it right now. Watch later. It is, where is it? Where is this thing? Go to the wild line. What was it called? Is that Midnight?
Don't even know what you're
George Norrie.
No.
Oh, what are you thinking of?
I'm thinking. Dang it. Aaron. The calling show.
Yeah, George Norrie. I think it was George Norrie. Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the show was, but the guy's name was. Pretty sure it was George.
No.
Can we close out this match, please? Like it's
coast to coast AM.
Coast to
yeah, it's George Norrie was the guy's name.
No, he's dead.
No. Oh,
come on.
Jesus Christ.
No, coast to coast.
Yes, coast to coast AM with George Norrie. That was the guy's name.
No, he was the guy before him.
Before him? Oh,
shit.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Art Bell.
Yeah.
Look up
He's
Art
dead.
Bell.
He's dead.
I know.
Though.
Yeah. Bigfoot.
He's got a couple good ones. He's got some good stories.
Oh yeah.
There's that one guy from Texas that said he buried one.
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
And they're supposed to. They said they were gonna tell him once that guy died.
Yeah.
Or they told him, but he wasn't allowed to let anybody know until.
So this is the one where he said him and his guy. I'm gonna find right here.
Oh, jeez, what are we doing?
Yeah. So basically, like him and his friend were out there, and he said they shot 2 Bigfoots and they buried them. I'm gonna put this in our Discord. You guys think I'm crazy? This is why I started. That's why we did Happy Camp.
Why on earth would you bury them?
He
was scared. He thought he'd get in trouble. If I remember,
get in trouble for shooting a Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that a goal? Did they count that?
Why is that guy wearing a penny?
Because they took their goalkeeper off.
Oh, that guy could barely run. That guy looks like me.
That's why I said they look like me. Come on, guys, get the ball and go score, please. What are we doing?
Why are they wearing the white shorts with the gold top? I don't like it. I don't know.
I blame you.
Just need us to bloody well score and get this game over and done with.
Oh!
Keep the ball, please. Keep the ball. Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Oh,
come on. We need to get our keeper out. Get the keeper off. Come on. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Here we go. Come on.
What minute do you have, Pat?
Get the damn keeper off. Get the keeper off.
He's taking the keeper off.
Finally. Let's go.
I still don't understand these fucking rules. It's stupid.
We got our keeper off so we can attack.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is what I like. Now we can dominate. Just get the ball in the net.
Wrexham Red Dragons. It looks so weird.
It is. It's the weirdest thing. It's dumb. I hate it. Just call us Wrexham.
They're trying to run the clock out.
You can't run the clock out.
We have to get 6.
You have to score. You have to score. We have to score to win.
Oh,
we have to get to 6, and they have to get to 6.
Okay. So, i.e., the target score.
Yes.
Target score is 6.
Is the guy with the bib allowed to be of keeper if he's in the box?
Yes, if he's in the box, he can grab he can touch the ball with his hands. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, 100 and something people in here. Please smash a like on the video and just subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for coming in. I know it's middle of summer, but we're just
vote for us for YouTube channel of the year too on whatever that happens, wherever that happens.
Yeah, whatever, wherever you vote.
I do keep saying welcome to the best goddamn podcast of your life, but sometimes I believe it about 20% of the time.
I think we need to work on that. I think we need to tidy that up a little bit.
You want to tell you that? Well, no one.
It's a little. It's a little. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's wonky. It's hard. I don't like it.
Do you know what?
I don't know. What are you going for?
Keep it back on again.
Oh man! Oh, red card him. Send him off. Get rid of him.
That's a total.
He's out of here. Oh,
yellow. Bullshit.
Red.
By the way, I love those shorts. Those are the shorts the women wore. The men didn't wear them.
Dirty.
Oh, it's red card.
Oh, come on.
He kicked him into Paul Mullins.
He didn't.
Well, yeah.
I mean, got him in the knee.
That could be a red card.
Got him in the knee with his boot.
That is Sunday league. That is like you're hungover. You're gonna go vomit.
I mean, to be fair, he looks hungover.
Fucking shit.
He needed to get off before he had a heart attack. That guy.
He's like, I'm about to die.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a sec. Marie from SoCal said, Josh at a PT. Physical therapy. A woman said she loved the hat you sent me. A new Wrexham fan. We bonded in the waiting room. Oh, how is that going, by the way?
Nice.
Yeah,
Here
how
we
are
go.
you doing, Marie?
Come on, boys.
Here we go.
3v3
now.
Over the top. Quickly.
We're just gonna hit it back and forth. Oh, corner.
Bournemouth. Was this a new techie or Teo? How do you say? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Teo,
where are you watching from? Bournemouth has Carl Pilkington playing for them. I don't know who that is.
Yep.
He's definitely bellied up to the bar, Ted Nelson says.
Yeah.
When it's 3v3 like this, you just can't afford to turn out.
Yay!
There it is.
Aaron James, right?
No, it's Albright.
No.
Mark Albright.
Oh, what number is he?
7.
Oh, I thought it was James earlier that was 7. I thought James was 7.
James 2.
I just saw it wrong then. Okay.
Well, there you have it. There's your summer watch along. The TST.
Aaron, do you own the Hoosiers Army?
No, they're a bunch of guys that because Indiana University has a really good soccer program, one of the best soccer programs in the country, and it's alumni from Indiana.
Okay.
Guys that played there. I've got a team. They played down there last year too.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually did. I think they made it to like the Final Four last year. They did really well.
What do you think about Mark Albright? Getting him on our side, our team. Wrexham. How old is he?
I think so. I think he's
Gone
like
for
40.
bigger fish.
What time tomorrow, says Marie from SoCal? I don't know. Well, the 3 o'clock, 3:30s have been working out for everybody, right? For
Let's see. What time is the game tomorrow? Maybe we can do kind of like we did today, and just kind of work it into a.
Mm-hmm.
Start with let me look because they've got them listed. So or some.
Well, I mean, this is the perfect time for Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy.
Right. I'm off to bed, guys. I'm going.
All right.
Hey, later, Paddy. See you, bud.
See ya.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Take care. Comb your hair. Later. We're trying to figure it out. Apparently, it's 2:30 tomorrow.
2:30 Eastern or
Pacific time. Network.
Or Pacific.
Luke's going to bed. Good night.
So I found the women's game.
Do we want to shut down the show?
I don't know, Ken. Do we? Apparently, you do.
Yeah, he's ready to get out of here.
I mean,
Ken's like, fuck these guys. I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't want to talk to these guys anymore.
I'm still doing. I'm doing the list here for the.
Oh, he's working on.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's doing work.
I'm working for you boys.
Okay, so there's still 115 people in here, which is awesome.
It's awesome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
all.
coming in, everybody.
Yeah, we had a fun day. This is good.
Hey, make sure you like, subscribe. We're on our way to 3,000.
Become a member.
Get your memberships because we got some stuff coming. We're going to do some more stuff. Like I said, I think we're going to do a watch along probably Saturday night. I will post something in the Discord if you're in there, and we'll decide what game everybody wants to watch. I'll give you a list of the 10:30 games at 10:30 my time. I'll give you a list of the games, and then I'll let you guys pick, and then we'll do that. And it'll just be a hangout. It'll just be, we'll go live. Whoever wants to hop in. Yeah. We'll hang out. We'll chat. We'll watch a game. Kind of like we did.
It's summer. It's summertime watch along. We're just getting, we're just doing that a little bit. We're just kind of having a.
That might be a good shout, Slarf. When is the U.S. men's national team game?
I don't know.
We'll look into it. We'll talk about it. We'll see. Yeah. We'll check on timing and stuff, Slarf.
I'm 11 hours from Australia v Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You're 11 hours from Australia to Japan? Got you.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Okay. Where are they at? Are they at Japan or are they in Australia?
In Australia.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, nighttime game.
3 p.m. EST on Saturday, Lars says.
Eastern, 3:30. Might be too early for me. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one.
We'll talk to upper management. We'll go from there. But anyway, this is fun. Go watch the Bigfoot Texas thing. It's in the Discord as well. And off topic, listen to it. You lose it. Also, go watch Happy Camp. I'll start writing Happy Camp 2. Boom, we're gonna get this done.
If you write Happy Camp 2, I want to be in it. I want to play the Bigfoot or the Bigfoot Hunter.
You can play the Bigfoot Hunter for sure.
Let's do it.
I would rather be in Hot Tub Time Machine 3
with Welsh Techie.
No, not with Welsh Techie.
Which one?
I want to play the bald dude. That's the Rocker. He's the best character.
So my friend Kale produced that movie, Hot Tub Time Machine.
There you go.
Here's my name drop of the day. Hey, what's up, Kale? All right, smash the like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the local pundit. We're on our way to 3,000. We're going to get there by hook or crook. We're going to do it. Fun to see everybody watch along. We'll figure out what the next show is going to be like. Get your membership because we're going to be doing some things behind the paywall for everybody and have some more fun. It's summertime fun. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. And on that bombshell, we'll see you.